I have never seen such a hardcore hide-and-seek competition. We are used to seeing male hunters, but in this episode, let's see the skills of a female hunter. This time, 10 players will be inside this haunted house, engaging in a battle of wits for this hide-and-seek contest. The rules remain the same. The winner not only gets 1 million, but can also choose a member of the opposite sex for a date. As the game begins, players immediately search for their ideal hiding spots. First, let me introduce the structure of the haunted house. It is divided into 12 rooms, one main hall, and the roof of the house. Some rooms have 2 floors, although the hiding range isn't huge this time. Remember, this is a pitch-black haunted house. There will also be NPCs coming out to scare them. Player 1, Mashe, obviously doesn't dare to hide alone, so she chooses to hide with Katya. The two of them came to the connected rooms 9 and 10. They hid inside room 10, then closed the connecting door, and asked the cameraman to help move a cabinet over to block the entrance. Player 2, Lena, is quite bold. She hides directly underneath the execution scaffold. Player 3, Natasha, is even braver. She chased an NPC into a room's hidden corridor, a passageway. This corridor wraps around all the haunted rooms, so she decided to stay mobile around here to keep track of the hunter's location. Player 4, Olya, was also afraid to hide alone, so she chose to hide in a room with Sergei. Olya climbed into a crib inside the haunted house and covered herself with a white cloth, while Sergei hid underneath the crib. Player 5, Boris, chose to hide inside a wooden chest in one of the rooms. We can only say Boris's flexibility skills are impressive. Player 6, Igor, climbed a ladder up to the roof of haunted room 6. Player 7, Ivan, went to the attic on the 2nd floor of room 8 and hid inside a wardrobe. As for the other players, let's look for them together with the hunter. Make a bold guess. Who do you think will win the championship? Night falls. The hunter makes her grand entrance. As soon as the huntress enters the hall, she is startled by the terrifying atmosphere, especially the scaffold nearby. At this moment, she regrets choosing a haunted house to hold a hide-and-seek competition. The huntress really wants to check under the scaffold, but her inner fear stops her from going there. After a fruitless search of the main hall, she has no choice but to search the rooms. Seeing pitch darkness inside the room, the huntress is too scared to go in, so she asks the cameraman to go in first.
А чё я типа, ёб твою мать, а? Вот чё теперь здесь одна осталась? Никита, я здесь ничего не вижу, Никит.
But she still got a fright. She has to pluck up the courage to continue searching. Unexpectedly, the cameraman behind her played a prank to scare her. By now, the huntress feels that this hour-and-a-half search is pure torture. Hidden in the room could be a player, but it's more likely to be an NPC waiting to scare her. After a few scares, the huntress checks everything very cautiously.
Куда светишь? Я ж ничего не вижу. Кто здесь? Где здесь? Кто здесь? Куда? Чего? Здесь есть кто?
Unknowingly, she walked towards rooms 4, 5, and 6. The huntress checked the first floor once and decided to go search the attic on the second floor. The second floor is exactly where Ivan was hiding.
Здесь по-любому кто-нибудь есть. Так, выходи, дура! Да как это? А где они прячутся? Алло?
Unfortunately, Ivan had already moved to a new spot. Before she knew it, 30 minutes had passed. At this point, the huntress searched Masha's room. The huntress noticed at a glance that the cabinet had traces of being moved.
Явно это двигали. Ничего страшного. Вы что, с ума сошли? Это... Там есть жертва? Скажи, что есть. Реально! Реально! Вы здесь вдвоем? Нет, они здесь вдвоем? А как это так?
Masha and Katya, unfortunately, became the first players to be eliminated. Subsequently, the huntress continued searching room by room. Soon, she arrived at Olia's location.
Нет! Ну как? На самом деле...
Olia was also unfortunately eliminated. Do you think Sergey, who is hiding under the crib, was discovered? You can type it in the comments, and we'll reveal it later. Half the time has passed now. But the hunter is still very timid, continuing to move forward cautiously. Afraid of being startled by an NPC, she then arrived at Boris's location. She noticed immediately that something was wrong with the box.
Ой, как жарко тут человечку! Как тут плохо человечку!
大雄直接逮给。
The huntress begins to calculate which room she has searched. Meanwhile, Igor desperately needed to pee, so he had to climb down from the roof. And Natasha, who was hiding in the corridor, while observing the hunter, accidentally made a small noise. The hunter heard it and turned to look. Scared, Natasha ran away immediately. She quickly arrived at the nursery room. She wanted to hide under the crib, but discovered that Maxim was already hiding there, unknown to everyone. On the other side, the huntress was lured to the corridor and arrived at Ivan's location. The huntress climbed up the ladder.
Ёб твою мать! Я сначала тебя не увидела, я думаю, труба! Всё? Это фонарик. Дай фонарик. Ёб твою мать.
Маш, тебя здесь не должно быть. Я в шкафу сидел.
Это что?
Это шкаф.
Meanwhile, Igor, who went to the toilet, escaped the search. However, fate was on the huntress's side. When Igor returned from the bathroom, he happened to bump into the huntress who just came down from the roof.
Кажется, тебя нашли.
By now, the huntress has searched all the rooms. She has overcome her initial fear and decides to check under the scaffold in the hall again.
На всякий случай. Ой, как же страшно, как же страшно. А как я не могу посмотреть? Как это так? Ладно, я пока не такая смелая, что туда хватит. Не знаю, как тебе это сказать. Не знаю, хватит ли у меня смелости, но...
Obviously, Lino was also eliminated. At this moment, there are 3 players left on the field. The huntress searched all the rooms one more time. Soon, she came to the nursery again.
Наверное. Ладно, просто это очень подозрительно прикрыто было. Лишь хотя бы предупреждайте об этом!
She discovered Maxim under the crib, but didn't notice Natasha hiding in the same room. The huntress was like a headless chicken, wandering back and forth in every room, but still couldn't find the remaining 2 players. Time was ticking away second by second. Soon, the hunter came to the nursery again. Just as the huntress spotted Natasha in the corner. The 1.5 hour time limit ran out. Natasha was hiding right next to the crib. In the corner by the sofa, as for Sergei, who was hiding under the crib at the start. Actually, when Olya was found, he had already been discovered too. Natasha successfully wins the 1 million. Who will she choose as her date? Did you guess this result correctly? If it were you, which spot in the haunted house do you think would prevent you from being found?